Bend it. Welcome back, everybody, to Just Send It Rc. Today I'm going to be talking about batteries, different things you can run into, both with different batteries, different types of batteries, and different connections you may run into. Do everything at your own risk. Once you cut a cable on a battery or connection, you're probably voiding the warranty, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to start out with this first battery here. It is 2200 milliamps, 2S battery with a 50C discharge rate. Just to begin with the 2200 milliamps, if you divide that by 1,000, you get the 2.2 amp hours, which is a very important number to know. Because, for example, since this battery does not give a certain discharge rate, it is implied it is 1C, which is equal to your amp hours. So this battery can charge at 2.2 amps safely. That is kind of the normal. Keep it at equal to your amp hours. Anything more than that can cause long-term damage to your battery, and we don't want that. So this next battery that we have up on the screen is a 4100 milliamp hour battery. It is a 3S battery. For whatever reason, this one has decided to use 3.8 volts opposed to the generally accepted 3.7 volts. Couple important things you notice on this one are this actually does have a charge rate on the battery of 2C. What that 2C means is once I get my amp hours, I can actually multiply it by 2. So this battery, for example, can charge at 8.2 amps. Couple important things to keep in mind when you are looking for batteries. Always keep your lithium polymer or Lipo batteries in fire-safe containers, not only when charging, but after charging, if they're charged, and even if they're discharged, it's not a bad idea. Always make sure that you always use the balance port on your batteries. That will keep the charge between cells even, which is required for the batteries to charge and be safe. There are a couple brands of batteries out there that do not have balance ports. Both of those brands use chargers that are smart chargers that can read it through the charging port. The downside with both of those brands is that they are not universal. So you have to buy their batteries and you have to buy their chargers, and you have to have your trucks either with the connectors on there or with adapters be able to get to that. Personally, I have all of my batteries and trucks on the same connector, just so that I don't need to use adapters or have any question. I can just plug it and charge no matter which battery it is. Another good piece of advice: never leave your battery charged. If you charge them, then you need to either run them in your car until they're dead, or have a charger that has a discharge function. It is always good on your car to leave your LiPo low voltage protection on. It will kill your car before your batteries get drained too far. If they get drained too far, you might not be able to recharge them. And then I'm going to touch on chargers just a little here. Always get a charger if able that has a discharge function and a storage charge function. There are a lot of chargers out there. It's kind of up to you for your specific needs. Make sure that your charger either has the connections you need, or you have a way to be able to change the connections, whether it be with adapters or you actually change the connectors on either the charger or your batteries yourself.
As
but of
always,
course, the number one
have
rule is
fun.
always have fun.
Be safe. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Comment, share, subscribe,
and I will see you next time.